they're coming, but before that, oh my god, this is not this moment. I'm gonna give you the latest, but first there's a topic usually widening your know-how about theories, and I'm gonna discuss the user identification theory before they are coming. Oh my god, they're coming, kids. Oh my god, oh my god. I hope you enjoy my presentation. Hope you enjoy it. And hope you have information about my theories. Listen, because I'm gonna. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh, they're coming! Okay, at this moment, I will discuss the uses and gratification theory. But before I get into my presentation, over the past few decades, technology has truly revolutionized our lives. Perhaps one of the biggest transformations has occurred within mass communication. Prior to industrial evolution, society had virtually non-existent form of mass media. However, as life began to transform, mass communication began to grow in all aspects. By that, two theories that brought forth a relatively astonishing perspective to this field were the uses and gratifications approach and dependency theory. What have you done today? Well, you might probably say that you checked your Facebook notifications, read a magazine, gone to sporting event, driven by a billboard, watched TV. Well, as I proceed to my presentation, you will understand why you have to do this. Because as a matter of fact, media has a medium of a message. We use this to satisfy our needs, and this is all because of use. This is what uses and gratification discusses. What is uses and gratification theory? Uses and gratification theory is a popular approach to understand mass communication. The theory places more focus on the consumer or the audience instead of the actual message itself by asking what people do with media rather than what media does to people. It assumes that members of the audience are not passive but take an active role in interpreting and integrating media into their own lives. So well, we are now down to the two theories of this uses and gratification theory. They are Elio Katz and Jay Blumler. Elio Katz is the first to introduce the uses and gratification approach when he came up with the notion that people use the media to their benefit. The perspective emerged in the early 1970s as Katz and his two colleagues, Jay Blumler and Michael Gurevich, continued to expand the idea. This theory was contemporary because it contradicted older views that assumed the audience was a passive group. The uses and gratifications approach views the audience as active, meaning that they actively seek out specific media and content to achieve certain results or gratifications that satisfy their personal needs. In uses and gratification theory, there are five categories of needs, which Katz, Gurvich, and Haas are the theorists. These are the five categories of needs: cognitive needs, affective needs, personal integrative needs, social integrative needs, and attention release needs. What is cognitive needs? This is also known as the intellectual needs, where individual search in the use media for acquiring information, knowledge, and understanding. Next is the affective needs. This is also known as your emotional needs, where consumer used media for their to satisfy their emotion, pleasure, and feelings. Next is the personal integrative needs, where the audience used media just to enhance their credibility, stability, and their status. And next is the social integrative needs, where usually individual use media for to interact with their family and friends through internet, such as email, instant messaging, chat rooms, and other social media. And lastly is the tension release needs. As we all know, stress is our loyal companion, so individual use media to um, escape them from release, to escape tension or to release tension. They use television as their escape from stress. There are also four category of needs, which are McQuell, Blumler, and Brown's are the theories. This is similar to what I've mentioned earlier, but the difference is only the person who discovered those needs. These are diversion, personal relationship, personal identity, and surveillance. Is- Diversion, this is escape from daily routines or daily problems. This is also the same as the tension release needs. And next is the personal relationship, where consumer used media just to substitute the media for companionship. And next is the personal identity, which also um, the same as the personal integrative needs, where um, audience used media just to enhance their credibility, stability, and their status. Next is the surveillance, where this is the same as also as the cognitive needs, where we consumer used media just to acquire information, knowledge, and understanding. In this theory also includes gratification received from the use of Facebook groups. These are socializing, entertainment, self-seeking, and information. Socializing. Students interested in talking and meeting with others to achieve a sense of community and peer support in the particular topic of the group. They also use Facebook just to entertain them. Students engaged with the groups to amuse themselves. And next is the self-seeking, where students maintain and seek out their personal status as well as those of their friends through the online group participation. And lastly is the information. Of course, Facebook user used Facebook just to acquire information from related events going on and off campus. The active audience. According to Bloomler in 1979, there were four qualities in the active audience. They are utility, intentionality, selectivity, and imperviousness to influence. What is utility? Media have uses for people, and people can put media to those uses. So there is something to do with vice versa. If there's no people, there is no media. And if there's no media, there are no people. So that is all about utility. Next is intentionality, where people's prior motivations determine their consumption of media content. So they are concerned about the media content. Next is the selectivity, where individual audience members' use of media may reflect their existing interests and preference. So they are more they prefer their interests and preferences in using media. Next is imperviousness to influence. Audience members construct their own meaning from what they see, what they hear towards media.
Oh my god. Oh my guys, I'm hiding. Where am I? Oh my god. I'm under the table. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hope you enjoy my presentation because oh my god, I'm very tired of hiding. Oh my god. The armies are coming again. Oh my god. Bye guys. Hope you enjoy my presentation. Bye.